Live, local, now.
511, we're going to have to shut down this ramp. It's not looking good.
2 Nevada State Police troopers killed in a hit-and-run crash on the I-15. 8 News Now live with team coverage.
And
when this tragic incident occurred this morning, we immediately mobilized all of the investigative resources at the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department to find the person responsible for this tragedy.
Details on how police were able to come together to make a swift arrest.
Plus,
everybody confined to the house, and people that's coming home from work can't even go inside. That's under lockdowns.
And the impact it all had on neighbors. Good evening. We're following developments in the deaths of 2 Nevada State Police troopers who were killed in a hit-and-run crash early this morning. I'm Denise Valdez.
And I'm Brian Loftus. It happened during a traffic stop at I-15 in Washington, D. area about 3:30 this morning. Freeway shut down and the suspect tracked down not far from the crash site. We have team coverage. Ozzie Mora standing by live, as well as investigator Kyle Payne, Ryan Matthey, and Joshua Peguero. But first, breaking into our newsroom about the suspected driver, let's get right over to 8 News Now investigator David Sharns.
Well, Brian, Denise, sources confirming in Metro just telling us the driver accused of killing these 2 troopers is 46-year-old Jamarcus Williams, and we just received this booking photo of him that Metro released. So far, we have found several traffic citations in his past. We're going through them, but we don't know here is what happened over the past couple hours as police were interviewing him, and what he may have been impaired from and where he was going. As we first told you when we identified Williams at 4 o'clock, he is expected to be in court tomorrow on charges including 2 counts of DUI resulting in death. He will also be charged with reckless driving and failure to stop at the scene of a crash. It is important to note that we don't know what substance may have caused his alleged impairment. It is protocol, of course, for a driver's blood to be taken, and we do know that sources at that scene said that Williams appeared to smell of alcohol during his arrest around 8 o'clock this morning. Again, 46-year-old Jamarcus Williams in custody. Right now, we're going through his past, and we'll bring you more updates as we get it. Now let's head on outside to 8 News Now investigator Kyle Payne. He continues our team coverage with the investigation into what happened. He's live outside Metro. Kyle.
David Metro held a press conference here at noontime and gave us about 5 minutes, telling us mostly what we already know, that 2 troopers stopped on the side of the highway to help one driver, and another hit those troopers and took off.
Again, this is still an active investigation. We're still following up on all of that, interviews included.
Metro's Deputy Chief Brandon Clarkson filling in the media best he could, saying the 2 troopers found someone sleeping and possibly impaired behind the wheel on the side of the road near D Street and I-15. And then the unthinkable.
Moments later, a white Chevrolet HHR collided with the troopers.
Not much info on the troopers who died, a sergeant recently promoted and a trooper, just that one of them ultimately died on the scene and the other at the hospital. Sources say both men thrown into the air and landing on the roadway below I-15. That driver taking off to parts unknown until
officers were able to locate the vehicle unoccupied in an apartment complex near J Street and Monroe Avenue around 8 this morning. Through our investigative measures, we were able to locate and apprehend the suspect.
That suspect was believed to be impaired, sources say. Police didn't say if the person they arrested Thursday morning was the same person who killed the troopers, in what is a dark day for Southern Nevada law enforcement, according to Undersheriff Andrew Walsh.
Our deepest condolences to the families of the fallen troopers and to our fellow brothers and sisters.
After today's press conference, uniformed Metro officers lowered each of the flags you see behind me in honor and in memory of those 2 troopers. We'll be following this story all the way into the night. Reporting live at Metro headquarters, Kyle Payne, 8 News Now.
Well, the investigation practically shut down the residential community that Williams was found in. 8 News Now reporter Ryan Matthews out there all day joins us now live in the newsroom with what neighbors are telling us about that suspect.
Yeah, well, Denise, sources tell us that the suspect smelled of alcohol, as you heard, when police got to him. Police say that suspect was apprehended near Monroe and J Street. It's also where they've been scavenging, a living community there since the sun rose this morning. At one point, it was under a lockdown and cars not allowed in or out all day. Now on your screen are scenes from throughout the day. We were there on scene for over 7 hours. Metro Police mentioned they identified the white Chevy HHR they were looking for there. Imagine like a small SUV. They found it within a few hours of the crash, they say, and it was unoccupied at the time they found it. That's what led police to the suspect, and it remains there still. Those living here and nearby saying that man has lived at this residence nearly 2 decades.
He was a nice guy. You know, I pretty like 40 because it's like a senior citizen type residence, you know, low income. And it's a, you know, normal guy. He's not like a, you know, violent, you know, nothing like that. You know, I think he had a bad situation, you know, went bad, unfortunately.
People there also not allowed to leave or enter at one point. That's because the investigation prevented any access inside. It also prevented some children from going to class this morning, according to some of the residents, while this investigation was just getting started early on in the morning. Now, like you just heard from David Charnes, 46-year-old Jamarcus Williams now in custody. His neighbors describe him as not necessarily a violent person and being well known to those living nearby. Denise?
Ryan, so as far as the initial stop on the freeway, there's been no mention as to what happened to that initial driver. Metro Police asking anyone with information to call Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555. Remember, you can submit tips online and remain anonymous.
Both troopers killed this morning were taken to the Clark County Coroner's Office in a procession led by law enforcement agencies from around the state. 8 News Now reporter Joshua Piguero was there. Joshua joins us live from NSP Southern Command.
Hello, Brian. We're used to seeing law enforcement officers stand tough, ready to protect and serve, but today we saw officers in a very vulnerable position, crying and comforting one another. The bodies of both troopers were taken to the coroner's office this morning. We were there as officers stood in line, shoulder to shoulder, as a body on a stretcher draped with the American flag was taken inside. We saw all of the Southern Nevada law enforcement community grieve the loss of one of their own.
Being a first responder in this valley is something that we all enjoy. It's something that we know we do with the support of everybody we serve. And right now, during this very tragic time, the Nevada State Police is going to need that love and support from the community more than ever.
At this time, we don't have the identities of the troopers. It was a stark scene watching officers downcast and somber after losing 2 of their colleagues in one day. And as we wait for their IDs, those in the law enforcement community are asking for support for those families who were dealt a blow during the holiday season. Reporting live at NSP Southern Command, Joshua Piguero, 8 News Now. Back to you in the studio.
Joshua, thank you. The Injured Police Officers Fund is the organization that holds fundraisers and assists families of fallen officers. On the homepage, there is a tab to donate to that fund for the 2 troopers killed this morning. The organization wants to remind everyone it's the only organization that gives all the proceeds directly to the victims' families. We have a link to do so on our website at 8newsnow.com. These 2 deaths bring the total Nevada State Police to 12 since 1911. These photos are from a service in May of last year. The most recent involving Trooper Micah May in an incident about a mile away. You can read more on the history of these deaths on 8newsnow.com.
Well, chances are you went through it this morning. The crash causing some major traffic delays throughout the day. 8 News Now reporter Ozzie Mora live near I-15 with an update on the road closures now that the 15 is back open.
Denise, Brian, I-15 northbound. Moments are reopened a few moments ago after being shut down for about 12 hours. We are just 4 miles away on the DI over the interstate, just ways away from where the tragedy happened at Washington Avenue. Right now, we're going to show you our traffic cam at I-15 in Washington. Keep in mind, last time I checked, there was still some police presence. Some semis and cars were at standstill. A few moments ago, I did hear some police sirens going down the interstate, and at last check, the D Street exit ramp still closed, but we'll keep you updated as soon as we learn more. In the meantime, behind me, as you can see, traffic still slowly flowing, mainly loosening up right by DI, but it wasn't like this 30 minutes ago or 40, bumper to bumper traffic. And during the early morning hours, traffic was at standstill. Numerous police vehicles and investigators on scene early this morning at 4 in the morning when the crash occurred. Traffic heavily impacted in and around the Spaghetti Bowl. All northbound northbound lanes of I-15 were closed from Charleston Boulevard to Washington Avenue. There was backup all the way off the exit ramp to D Street and Washington, and we're seeing some of that backup still on D Street, the exit ramp. Southbound I-15 was never affected, but right now as people head home from work, picking up the kids, running a few errands, we're starting to see traffic pick right back up. Reporting on DI and Interstate I-15, Ozzie Moore, 8 News Now.
Thank you, Ozzie. Now, Governor Lombardo releasing a statement on the troopers' deaths, reading in part, "I'm profoundly saddened by the death of two of our brave Nevada State troopers who were killed early this morning in Las Vegas. This is a devastating loss for Nevada law enforcement, the city of Las Vegas, and our entire state. We will never forget their bravery, courage, and sacrifice." The governor also announcing flags will be lowered to half-staff in honor of the fallen Nevada State troopers. Flags will stay at half-staff until sunset on the day of their funeral.
Meantime, Las Vegas Mayor Carolyn Goodman releasing a statement, and it reads in part, "Our prayers and deepest sympathies to all who knew them, admired them, and were grateful to them. Our condolences to their families and close friends in our entire community." The Injured Police Officers Fund has a tab on its website to donate to the families impacted by this tragedy, and we'll have that link to this page on our page at 8newsnow.com.
Next up at 5 on a very busy news day, an officer-involved shooting leaves one person hurt. 8 News Now with the new details we are uncovering.
Plus, we'll have the latest details on the driver arrested for today's deadly crash. Live report here in just a few minutes. Ted?
And I'm watching the clouds outside right now, and a few neighborhoods picking up some sprinkles. We'll show you where. You're watching 8 News Now at 5. We are live, local.
This portion